Yarbles on the cams,
Hey, what's up?
and we're here to bring you the Fire Tier Britney's Beers versus Dragon's Bite. Looking like it's gonna be a pretty good one. Both teams doing pretty solid right now in the Fire Tier. We saw last time I commentated, I saw the Horrorcore versus Britney's Beers game, very close, good match. So excited to bring you this one. So I believe we're just waiting on everyone else. What do you think about this matchup, Yarbles?
Honestly, I haven't seen a lot of Dragon's White play. The only people I've seen play so far is Britney Spears. So, it could really go either way at this point. But I know Dragon's White has a decent amount of people on their team right now.
I believe they played before. I think I saw that one. They lost, but I think it was a 3-2.
The Dragon's White?
So, yeah, if I'm right, I could be wrong. I need to check standings, but in any case, yeah, just waiting on teams for the readies, and I'm actually excited because this map pool is pretty good. The map pool I'm playing in, not so good, but you know what? We don't talk about that.
Can't win them all. Alright, we got ready for both teams, so ready to go.
Alright, let's get it. Alright, well, jumping into Busan very shortly. This is a pretty interesting map, especially because of the meta, because, I mean, typically hit scan is pretty good on most of these points, but the recent hit scan nerfs have really made it hard to do long range damage, except if you're playing Widowmaker. So it'll be interesting to see if any of the teams just opt to go into straight up dive, or if they still stick with the hit scan, if that's what they're good with. Be kind of surprised though, especially if you see like a tracer kind of style. Well, we do see a Winston Diva, but not really dive heroes on the back of that. Or Britney's. I respect it. If Deer plays Torb, I want to see hammer kills. At least one, if you're gonna play Torb.
3, 2, 1.
If not, I'm gonna be very angry. I mean, right now Overwatch League has the Hawaii thing going on, so it's fitting. Anyways, it's looking like Dragon's Bite and Britney's Beer is going to be going for this little battle, little skirmish by this drum here. Britney's Beer's still running this Winston kind of setup. Winston falling very low actually, while Dragon's Bite looks to be going for this double shield comp. Rissa, Sad Rappy immediately getting slept up there. Both teams falling super low, all the resources just being spread very thin. Dragon's Bite going to be rotating onto the point, trying not to lose anyone. Able to get back. Dragon's Bite gets first cap, but I mean this dive going straight onto them. Huge nade from Richard right there, as the dive just follow up is just there. Primal already built up, being used on the Sigma, just pushing him back, trying to get a kill here. Doesn't really matter because they cap in the end. Nice follow up, nice nade setup as well.
Let's get started. Maximum power.
So 13-13, everything's all evened up here. A lot of ults coming online for the side of Britney Spears here. So they opt to use the nano straight away onto the Winston. He's powered up, all juiced up. High Noon coming through as well. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Main tank getting trade out for a DPS. So not the most optimal trade if you're Britney's here, but you'll take it. And here comes the Flux. This is an absolutely massive one. Catches everyone in it, minus the Mercy, but there's no follow-up. Healing is on point right there. Copper using this Valk to keep everyone up. And oh my goodness, they managed to come back in this. They waited out the... Oh, maybe I've spoken too soon. I've spoken too soon. The caster's curse. It is a 2-for-2 right here. Creaser popping off on this Zen. It's very, very close here. It is literally 2v2 on the point, although Britiny is still in control, and that's the most important thing. Finally, flip going in favor of DB, but it took a while there. Yeah. What are your thoughts on this so far?
Well, I can still go either way. They got 70%. Greaser's doing good damage on the Deer Storm.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised, to be honest, with the Winston. I'm surprised this Zen is getting really any value, but I mean, the peel is there, and the Zen is just popping off, doing some damage here for DB, but I mean, like you said, it's very, very close, and here's the Nano Winston, scariest thing, but Trans is forced out right here. Nice anti onto the Sigma. Not going to be able to kill him right here. And the Primal to poop him out of the Immortality field. That feels bad. That is a nice nice Primal and bomb setup right there for Chuck and Iskra. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. So, now coming into final fight territory. DB gonna have to use these ults here, and the Molten Core just being laid out right here, right in front of everything. Really no entry to go in unless you're gonna take a little bit of damage. Rappy falling super low from this anti, able to get the touch, but he just dies for it. And there's still people on the point touching, just only 2 left. And it's looking like this is just gonna be a win, one map right here from Britiny's. So, well played. Just a little cleanup. And a good first point right there for Britiny's.
Score 0-1. Ready for battle.
So, yeah, 100. Chat's going for DB? I mean, honestly, I kind of expected that because I know a lot of chatters are very big DB supporters. So, not too surprised there.
Britney's, we're all either on vacation or online right now.
Yeah, that's true, that's true. Oh, little brawl setup, little brawl change up here. Running the D.Va instead of Zarya, so a little bit of a slower brawl. Trying not to, take this a little too fast, but with the Lucio, it's looking like kind of counterintuitive here. But I mean, they're just dealing so much damage that it doesn't even matter. DB still with that double shield look is just gonna get run over by this rush comp. Might have to swap. You try to mirror the rush, but I mean that is just a nice little speed onto them. And they get first flip.
Yeah, looks like they put on some
Just as I expected, mirroring the rush except for the Sigma, so still kind of double shield est. And Rappy just instantly gets blown up. That feels bad. And there's a Shatter available for Iskra right here. You're gonna opt to hold on to it. Good call. And just so many ults being built up right here for Britiny. It's gonna be a tough one to crack. And yeah, they're just going straight full rush with the Zarya. A little bit late, but I mean better late than never. And here comes the Death Blossom, actually going to be catching a couple people there, and falling off the map. I'm not sure what happened, if they got booped or what, but a little unlucky. So, DB, Britiny's still holding strong. DB looking to try to build these ults. Still got a couple more fights, DB has, so not all hope is lost. They're going to be pushing right past this window, and Rappy didn't have his shield up. The Shatter going to be catching him, and yeah, the follow-up is right there, pretty clean. And poor Tienda is probably going to get blown up right here by Iskra. Yep. That's just Sag. And the bomb is just huge. The point flipped. The point was flipped momentarily, but that's going straight back into Britney's favor. Encroaching on the final couple of fights here, maybe the last one, maybe two. Just one's gonna be sloppy here, but we'll see what they can do. They're encroaching on so many ults here, DB. So 90%. This will be final fight, and the high noon is popped from Barry. Catches Rappy, that is unfortunate. Shatter was available. Blizzard catching a few people, but they got a touch. No one's on the point, and Hannah able to touch. It's looking like this might go in favor of DB. Coalescence had to be popped. Deer catching Tienda on the back of that, and a nice Blossom, and a Death Blossom from Crow is even bigger. Rappy here finally with the Shatter. And that's gonna be 5 out of 4 for Crow, as it finally goes in favor of DB. Alright, and Iskra with the Shatter. Rappy's gonna have to watch out. Rappy is so close to his Shatter as well. They're already gonna win this fight. They lost their Lucio. They're gonna have to give this one up for just momentarily. And that's gonna give Rappy enough time to build this Shatter, and maybe even enough time for Ditto to build this Graviton. So we'll see how DB responds. Oh, Rappy pins off the map. That is a huge error. Try to, yeah, you try to catch someone off the back of that. Yep, that's unfortunate, and that mistake right there is gonna cost them. Should be the point and the map for Britney's right here. Yeah, just clean up here at this point. The bomb being dropped. Ditto here with the grab. It's not gonna be enough. They're not gonna be able to survive. It's just gonna be the last couple of people here. Tienda falls. Greaser able to get the last touch, but that is going to be the final person touching, and Britney's wins that one, 2-0. So it's 1-0 for the map count.
Play of the game.
Yeah, Crow try their hardest. Nice play from them, but just was not enough in the end. Sheesh, look at that, 41 elims for the Rhine. You love to see it.
Alright, looks like we got Blizzard World coming up next.
Blizzard World.
Blizzard World.
And after that is Havana?
Havana, yeah. Havana, then Hanamara.
Honestly, except for Havana, pretty good maps.
Yeah, people hate on Blizzard World. I like Blizzard World.
I think it's solid. It's just first point can be pretty annoying to crack open sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, other than that, it's last two. It's pretty even, I would say. Maybe Streets is a little too favorable for attackers, but third point's pretty even.
Yeah, I was thinking though. Alright, let's see if we got any swaps coming up.
Yeah, I do want to ask chat here, you know, a little bit of chat interaction while we wait. What do you think the scoreline? No, we're not doing that debate again. We're not going into that one. I just want to know, what do you guys think the final map count will be once this is all said and done? Any chatters in chat? I think we talked about this before, but I really want Bronze Tacos to like do competitive, and like just someone who's like one of the highest people in the server just have access to it and just place them in GM or something.
Yeah, we had talked about just having a bunch of people, different people play on it, and just kind of see where it ends up.
Imagine if Bronx Tacos gets GM. It's just
Right.
the superior one of all of us.
Nobody else is up there except for the account.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm looking at the Bronze Tacos profile. I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I see Junkrat. That cheese hero, get that out of here. I mean, it's cool seeing like a 6K rip tire here and there, but I mean, been saying it, but 120 damage a shot, that's just not fun.
Oh, no, absolutely not. Alright, just waiting for the lineup for DB.
And as per usual, DB throwing. Not kidding. I love my boys here on DB as well as Britiny. Bit of a history of both teams, you know.
Just a little bit.
Near and dear to my heart, both of them.
Sweet near deers.
Speaking of deer, I'm expecting deer to get if they're playing tank. I want them to get like a 5-man shatter if they put them on Rhine. I want to see it.
Oh yeah,
Assert
Deer and Richard on
dominance.
tank.
They're not tanking?
Deer and Richard are tanking.
Oh yeah, okay. I want to see someone, either Richard or Deer, hit that 6-man shatter. That'd be Pog champs for chat. Entertainment right there. Yeah, Deer swaps over from Deeps to tank. Strolzo coming in on DPS as well, so just a couple swaps there.
Chuck swapping down to support.
Oh yeah. Didn't even notice that one. I forgot they were on tank.
Hey, people sleep on Chuck support. I like Chuck on support.
Yeah, shotgun support is pretty solid. People be sleeping because he's playing on and sleeping everyone. Forehead. No, I want to see Chuck take the Eagle duel on Zen against Creaser. That'll be pretty hype.
That'd be good.
And I want to see a classic Tienda versus Barry Sackman on a hit scan duel.
Classic Tienda versus Sackman.
Yeah, that's just a classic. Everyone knows that one. If you've been a part of Brown's Tacos long enough,
Matchup.
you know the history of Tienda versus Sackman.
Alright, looks like Gook's giving us swaps now.
And I want to be kept up to date, so I'm gonna watch that too, so I can just say them. I always lose track of the match chat.
Oh yeah.
Ah, there it is. Yep, so Ook is typing that one out right now. We'll see what they decide. So yeah, pineapple on pizza. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, no, they gotta start that one. I'm not gonna start that one.
Delicious.
I mean, I don't know why the conversation in our team just keeps like, because every time we have practice, somehow, some way, shape, and form, pizza is brought up.
I mean, whatever you put on it is that's great.
Well, it wasn't the toppings. This one came up because I believe Shady was talking about
Naturally.
how big like the pizza was at the place he's been to, and I said, nah, you haven't seen anything unless you've been to Big Lou's. People from Texas, you know what Big Lou's is. Shout out to you. Their pizza literally longer than my arm, probably.
Yeah, there's some place around here where it's like bigger than the door frame.
Gosh.
Yeah, if you gotta like angle your box to get it in the door.
Yeah, they literally need special ovens to cook those because their normal ovens are just not big enough. Ooh, we do got our swaps though. We got Creaser and Rappy on tank, so Creaser going over to the tank line off the support. Tienda and Crow on DPS, casual. And Hannah and Ook. Ook is going to be subbed in instead of Ditto. So that is your lineup for DB here. Yep, we do have one ready from Richard. Just waiting on Ook to ready up. Rappy just making sure the chat's... Deer's making sure the chat's allowed. Nope. You have been fined 1,000. Goodbye.
So we kick him out.
Yeah, enjoy the league suspension. It's been nice knowing you, Deer.
That's what he's been waiting for. Don't give the man what he wants.
Yeah, finally he's free. He's unhinged now. Yep, we got the ready from Ook, so we're just CB is a champion. Thank you, Deer. That one. Deer, after this match, win or lose, you get a smooch on the lips.
Ooh, lucky boy.
Yeah. Lucky man right there. Now, chat. I know you guys want smooches on the lips too, but no, they're only reserved for Deer. Deer only. Maybe Rappy on the side. No, I'm kidding. But in any case, we're gonna be hopping on to Blizzard World. DB gonna be defending first. They're gonna be running out on the Orion Diva kind of slow brawly style. We'll see what the rest of them pick. We got the Ana Mercy. So lots of heals. We got the pocket for Tienda and Crow. So looking like a very, very damage heavy comp here. Richard, I'll see if they play the Wrecking Ball.
Yes, there it is.
I really hope so. This will be fun. The duality of man. We got the slow Rhine with the fast Wrecking Ball, and they commit to it. Let's go. Yep, Strozel and Barry, Tracer McCree. So just wanting to dive straight onto that backline. Hopefully, gonna try to single out the Ana here. So they rotate to the high ground, trying to get a good look, see where they want to go. Richard trying to initiate the disruption, trying to split off a few people. Strozel trying to be a little menace in the back line right now. Slam coming through, but a nade hit onto Deer. That is absolutely massive. Crow getting the finish on that one with the focusing beam. And yeah, that's going to stave him off from any further aggression. So it's just going to be people backing out here for Britney's. And Richard's still being a menace, but he gets slept. Is he going to be able to escape? Not quite. Bro, finishing him off. Double pocketed. You'll love to see that. That's pain. Well, that was a few minutes taken off the time bank already. So we'll see if what Britiny wants to do. They opt to swap off the Wrecking Ball into the Diva, so almost a mirror match minus the rest of the team. So right now they're going to be brawling this out on the point, and a nice nade again from Ook going to be falling onto Deer. Deer is super duper low, but a nice pin that is going to be able to to kill off Creaser. Shatter falls, no one else able to follow up, and Diva Bomb catching Barry right there. Still a solid defense and a nice shatter. It's going to be catching out Copper and another huge nade onto both supports. Great defense right there, and great plays from Ook and Creaser there. Now about a minute 30 left. A lot of ultimates coming online for the side of Britiny, so it should be a winnable fight as long as they get value out of their ultimates. And Deer falling super duper low from yet another huge anti-nade from Ook. But it's going to be Creaser who falls. And Barry with the nice high noon. And yeah, this point has been cracked wide open. Duplicate being dropped. Probably not going to get too much value here. Maybe just a little bit of a stall. And yep. It's just going to be a sacrifice right here to stall out the point. All for naught though. 3 minutes 30 on the time bank for Britney's right here. Going into second point. So now both teams are not really going to be opting to hold any sort of high ground except for the supports and Tienda up top. Although Britney's does look like they're going to be rotating, but only the Rhine. Very odd rotation. Deer can be easily caught out here, but it's going to be kind of a dive-ish right here from Deer and Richard. Nice bomb. He also being committed. Not sure if that was necessary for Chuck. Maybe to just keep themselves alive, but I mean, nevertheless, still huge plays. Although Chuck does fall from Rappy's Diva Bomb, so it's very turnable here. Oh, unfortunate pin from Copper. Richard just dodges, and Copper takes the pin to the face. Now it's just 2v2. Ainun being dropped, forcing the Mercy to just take hiding position right here. Not really getting too much value out of the Valk. And now as the clock drops below a minute, Britney's is so close to this checkpoint here. Only a meter and a half. And a nice coalescence and a shatter as well. Just so many people going on to Deer. Just bully the main tank, why don't ya? And yeah, this should be a one-out fight unless Strozel, nope, not clutched up. So it's going to be held right there just before the second checkpoint. A lot of ultimates coming online for Britney's, as well as a nice duplicate and a Valk here from DB. So we'll see how they do it. And Strozel immediately falls. It's 2 being caught out from Britney's, and they should have to regroup right here. High Noon being dropped from Barry, actually catching the baby Diva here. So, yeah, they only have about 45 seconds here. Gonna be a fast touch. You're gonna have to go into stall heroes here if you're Britney's. Not too much time. Yep, and Barry goes on to the legs, locking in the legs.
30 seconds remaining.
So with about 30 seconds or 20 here. A lot of ultimates to work with if you're Britney's, but I mean, you're gonna have Shatter v Shatter and a nice nade falling onto Deer. Bomb being used doesn't really catch anyone. I believe that sticks onto the Rhine shield. Shatter falls but does not catch anyone, and the Shatter gets cancelled. Both DPS, it's a 2 for 2. And Tienda is just absolutely popping right now with a 4K. And I believe this should be one fight here. It's just 2 on the point. Richard finding Tienda. Rappy nanoed up. And it's just Richard stalling at this point. Not too many people left. As Chuck makes it to the point. Barry as well makes it. This should be the final couple people. No, Deer comes back on the ball. They think this is turnable. They're trying to get Hannah just so low to finish off. And Crow does fall. But Creaser finding Chuck. It's an evened up fight right here. Bomb. It's looking like that was going to be a bad one, but Rappy somehow catches Copper with it. And yeah, that is going to be all she wrote for Britney's attack. Barely not making it to the second checkpoint. And now it's looking so winnable for DB here.
Initiating match.
So now, just as the attack stopped, another attack shall begin shortly. We'll see what DB decides to run.
Ready for battle.
And looking pretty much same as usual as they were on the defense. It is a very strong comp. You know, the Echo and with the Mercy Pocket, that's just so much damage. That it's really hard to deal with if you're Britney's, unless you can pop her out of the sky or maybe get the pick on the Mercy. But Britney's gonna be coming out on this double shield look. Strozel on the Torb and Barry on the hit scan, Mercy Pocket as well. So it's your pretty typical standard double shield setup. And Tienda gonna be running this Reaper right into it, so it's just a lot of damage onto the tanks. We'll see how they're able to deal with this. So we'll see where DB decides to rotate. And they opt to take this high ground, it looks like, trying to push away the Torb turret. Crow immediately falling though, so might stave off that attack just a little bit. Although they find Copper, Crow getting rezzed. Their main tank is down though, so it just might not. They might just have to wait here in this room, and they will. Waiting for Creaser to come back.
Smoke him out of there.
And already a minute taken off the clock here. There's just so much damage just being spammed in, and Tienda falls yet again. That's the third time he was picked off. And this is going to be another res. So they're already without the res. Rappy looking for some damage to try to remech so they can engage here. And yep, gets the mech back. And Strozel falling deathly low. Tienda right there, just able to get him, but Ook falls. That is a big loss right there. And Bob just being a nuisance right there in the back. So we're gonna have to rotate onto the left. And Tienda falls, so it's looking not so good if you're the side of DB, but they do find 2 picks. So it's an even up fight here. And the bongo being dropped, and the flux as well being committed. That is just so much damage onto these tanks that they're gonna have to back up, find a new engagement, and that's already most of the time bank gone for DB. A lot of ultimates here. You got the Molten Core. That's a very, very good defensive ult. So they're gonna. It's gonna be tough for DB to push into this. Although they do have a Shatter, they're coming up on a duplicate, so it's still winnable. But Rappy got DMAC. That is not what you want to see, especially so close to Diva Bomb as well. They're gonna have to use res on a Crow. There's just so much so much damage just being dropped onto DB while they're in this room. It's just hard for them to push into anything.
60 seconds remaining.
So now, as they wait for the mech, Rappy's gonna look for this little flank off angle, and Barry goes down. That's a good opening kill, but that's being traded out. Strozel able to find someone. Able to find Tienda, and the mech comes back. Diva Bomb available and online for Rappy. Immediately drops it, and it catches 2 as well as the Immortality Field. That is unlucky for Chuck not to be in his own Immortality Field. Flux being dropped as well as the Molten Core. Able to catch Mook, but the Death Blossom is just even better from Tienda, and that might have just cracked this point wide open for DB. Brini's used a lot of ultimates there as well, so kind of unfortunate that they weren't able to turn that, but they do make a few swaps. You know, Strozel going on to this soldier instead of staying on the Torb, and Tienda going on to this Widowmaker. We'll see if they get any value here. See if they get this jump shot, and the jump shot was just absolutely nasty. Instantly gonna be rezzed, but I mean, just asserting dominance right there. That's what you love to see. Barry does get that pick with the help of the bongo, of course. I mean, there's just Bob being spammed in the backline as well. I mean, there's just so much damage that it's very hard for DB to push into this. They're gonna have to try to back out. Supports may be staggered here. Yep. Unfortunate. Ooh, Tienda. Oh, Tienda pop off. That is what I love to see. Well, I mean, those are the 2 opening frags you love to see. Probably going to be able to come back and respawn here, so might not be enough.
No one can
Still looking for the headshot here, Tienda is, and Infrasights are going to be popped, as well as the Nano Boost and the Valk. DB investing heavily into this fight here, so we'll see if it works out for them. Oh, that is not what you want to see. It's a 2-for-1, both supports falling for a 1 Baptiste. That is not a very good trade if you are your DB, so probably gonna have to back up here, try to take this final fight with only 30 seconds remaining. Rappy getting denecked. That is not good.
30 seconds remaining.
And with so many ults coming on for Britney's, I mean, this is the last fight, so they're just gonna dump them all out. So it's hard for me to see how exactly DB cracks this one open. We'll see, but it looks super winnable. I mean, stop before second checkpoint. That is a very winnable situation right there, and a nice shatter being dropped onto Barry. It's a 1-for-1 trade, although Barry's Bob in the afterlife catching Hannah. That is a huge pick. and the Flux catches onto Rafi, and everyone is just falling from Strozel, the cleanup, and that is going to be all she wrote on Blizzard World. Britiny has taken that one, and it is 2-0.
Play of the game.
Oh, this was a beautiful play. A little casual 4K, you know? Something slight. Yeah, some slight, light work.
Epic. Just getting started.
Well, so yeah, it is 2-0, Brittany's right now. Two very, very close maps, I might add. Like, one of the control maps could have gone either way. I believe it was the first one, the one with the big drum in the middle. That one could have gone either way, honestly. And Blizzard World, I mean, super winnable for DB there. Just slipped out of their hands, so you know, very, very close from both teams. Starting with the sheeshes, don't start that one, Copper. You're gonna make everyone else just spam sheesh.
It's just what he wants.
Alright, Yarbles, I gotta ask, how good is your singing voice?
Mine? Not good.
Well,
What do
that's
you
good to
think?
hear, cause that's good to hear, cause I mean, I'm gonna get some water real quick.
You got a beautiful singing voice.
Eh,
You can show off.
it's okay.
It's okay.
It's not a very good singing voice, but I mean, I got the metal screams down, you know.
Oof.
But I'm gonna go get water, so entertain them with some beautiful singing.
I'll entertain the family. I got you. Don't worry about it.
Don't say bad things.
About you?
No, just in general. I know Yarbles, you can get a bit out of control, a bit unhinged, you know.
Hey. Alright, we got swaps coming in for both teams. Just waiting on swaps from Ook. We got Scar coming back in for tank, Deer and Scar tanking, Richard Stroh on DPS, and Chuck and Kron on support again. And what map are we going to? Havana. And we got swaps.
I am back.
Alright.
Alright, chat, be honest, did he say bad things?
Only about you.
Fair enough, fair enough. let me... Okay, so... Deer and Iskra coming back on the tank line. And Richard going into deeps with Strozel. And same support lane, you got Chuck and Kron or Copper. For DB, you get Creaser staying in. Ditto coming back in, Rappy being subbed out. Hulk and Crow. So we got Hulk coming in instead of Tienda. And Hannah and Ook are going to be the same support line. So we got a ready from Brittany's. Yeah, that's the rule.
Well, that is right, isn't it? Look,
Yeah.
I'm always bad at that part. I even asked Kat earlier.
Odd rule, but I mean, hey. I think it's supposed to. I think the rule is supposed to give the team that's losing a chance to come back. I think that's what it's supposed to be for.
I'm so
Because
bad
if
at
they can hold them on the defense, I mean, that's perfect. So now we're just waiting on Ook, I believe, to give the final ready.
Yeah, so I don't need for ready.
Yeah, before hopping on the broadcast, I was watching the Chengdu Fuel game.
Yeah, how's it going?
First map went to Fuel, but Chengdu won first point of control, and then Fuel won the last two, but Chengdu kind of threw because they decided it was Lijiang, so first map they played Farah on Gardens, perfect, it worked out. Second map was Night Market, perfect Farah map, didn't run Farah, got rolled. And then Control Center, they ran Farah, they had Farah map, and then they got rolled. So yeah, they kind of threw.
Yeah, there we go.
So yeah, Havana is a very interesting map. I'm kind of surprised that DB decided to swap out Tienda, especially we saw a little bit on Blizzard World of Tienda just clicking heads, and I mean this is just the absolute perfect map for that. So interesting to see if they decide to, maybe not decide to go with the Widow duel, but instead, maybe have a Hanzo in there, or just a lot of spam like a Junkrat Echo, or Hanzo Junkrat. So we'll see. And we got the ready for Mook. Richard throwing in match chat.
It's okay.
Actively throwing. Yeah, that's fair.
I was about to swap it back. It's okay. Boom. Let's go.
Alright, Havana time. Everyone's favorite map if you are not a hit scan player.
Initiating match.
So now with defense, yeah, we'll see what they run. Like I said, I'm surprised they didn't keep in someone who's really good at Widow. But I mean, this could be a case that they don't really want to do that. They want to run more of a spammy kind of composition. So yeah, we'll see.
Tienda was popping off with the Widow though.
Oh yeah. A couple of them got res, which is unfortunate, but then, you know, just collect a few more, and we weren't able to capitalize on, you know, capping the point or anything, but I mean, it's still very, very close. We set them up for a chance to win.
Alright, we got a Stro versus Crow on this one now.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen Stro play much hitscan. I mean,
neither way. Oh, he was bringing up Soldier.
we'll see how this goes.
For a classic close hold.
5, 4,
Oh yeah, I love to see this.
2, 1. Attackers
Got the Hog and the Reaper. I mean, that's just so much damage just up front.
the payload.
Running a Winston into this is just kind of pain, to be honest.
Yeah, absolutely.
Although Strozen, off angle, trying to pick off a few people. They have to be careful not to get their heads clicked off. And Crow finally taking this peek. I mean, the sightlines are just better for Crow here, so he just had an extreme advantage in the Widow duel. Although it's not even needed because Hulk is just bopping people with the shotguns. So a good.
And swaps.
Yeah, that was a good hold. Yeah, I'm surprised they didn't switch up the tank line here, or maybe even run a Mei. But I mean, they do opt to run this Hanzo, so that is a lot more pressure onto the shield of Creaser. Oh, nice hook from Ditto onto the Deer. It's gonna be traded out. Hulk is gonna fall. Oh, Richard finding Crow in the back line. But a shatter from Creaser. That is absolutely massive. I mean, they might have to back up a little bit now because the spawn advantage is just so great for Britiny. But we'll see what happens. Coalescence being invested by Ook. Pulse Bomb also being thrown in, catches Hannah. Yeah, this is definitely a backup moment, especially with the beat being dropped here. Yeah, that is just everyone else falling. Tienda, I mean, Hulk, my bad. The final one to fall. Oh no, make that Ook.
Still managed to take about the time back though.
Yeah, that was a great hold, and they're gonna get another touch here, so it's gonna drop them down to. Yeah, even if they lose this next fight, it's still gonna drop them down to less than a minute on the time bank. So we'll see. They got the whole Hog and the Reaper ult coming online very shortly. Although they're running into about 3 ults here. Yep, there's the grab. That is, and the grab dragon. Yep, that is just so much damage. Oh, that is very, very unfortunate for them to run into. They can. Yeah, they can possibly get another touch if they really want to push it, but I highly doubt that. Oh wait. Prove me wrong. Yeah, they're opting to take another engagement here. Let's see if they can win this one out. The whole Hog being dropped, and the Death Blossom as well. It's going to be catching 2 people, Iskra and Copper, fall. So, I mean, the rest here is just clean up. I think they go for it, but that is a good engagement right there. You know, especially with the next ultimates coming online, you got the Coalescence and the Shatter. I mean, you know, as well as like, you could even build up the beat here if you play more heal bot, if you're Hannah. But I mean, oh my gosh, that opening frag from Hulk. Absolutely massive here. And now with about 20 seconds now, there's just so much online here if you're the side of DV that it's going to be tough if you're Britney's to crack this one. Not even any support ults coming online for the Shatter to save him. Although Deer is the first one to fall. Nice flank Shatter right there. Catches 2 people on the dirt. And yeah, it's just gonna be a coalescence and try to clean up some of these kills. Iskra falling super low. They have Shatter though, and it catches 4 people. An absolutely massive Shatter, and it's looking like Copper with the 2 frags here. They're able to clean it up. It's just Hannah right here at this point, and they're able to cap with the grab being invested too. Might be a little too much, but in any case, that's 2.5 minutes extra on the time bank here.
Deer builds those ults so fast that you can just run away like that a little bit.
Very, very true. I mean, if the average grab build time is like a minute, I mean, maybe even a minute 30, I mean, you could just afford to just keep throwing those away.
Absolutely.
But yeah, Hulk, looking to run this Junkrat here. I do like this pick, especially since the, you know, the corridors are a lot tighter and narrower, a lot more confined. It's gonna get a lot of value from this rat. So yeah, but Deer is just still popping though. Is catching 3 in this fight. I mean, that's just insane. Already almost halfway to another grab. I mean, that fight, you know, on first point just looks so winnable for DB, but just not able to, you know, clutch it up right there at the final moment. So they're gonna have to muscle this one out, run right into a blizzard. Creaser immediately catching a pin onto Richard, but they're gonna get caught out right here, getting frozen up by the blizzard. It's just Hulk on the point. I don't even think they're gonna try to touch this. I personally wouldn't. And yeah. Yet another 230 in the time bank. What looked like full hold, you know, I ended up going all the way to the final point, so we'll see if DB can somehow, some way find some magic here, stop them in their tracks. I need control from the top ropes and catches Chuck. And yeah, that's already going to be very, very tough for Britties to win, especially because they just got no speed. So yeah, they're just going to back out here, especially after Richard falls to Hulk. Took a little bit off the time bank of Richard. Looking to click some heads. Looking for this Widow. See if we get any value here. To put some pressure on, but a Shatter catches 4 people. That is insane, and the pin! Oh, that is just some Chad moves right there from Creaser. Strohs will try to clutch it up. Catches 2. I mean, it doesn't pay for it, so I mean, Chad moves and all. They're gonna have to, you know, fight around this corner now because just a huge high noon from Strohs there, and winning out the DPS duel against Crow. Now that's gonna give Widow just these insane sightlines in this building, and a Shatter just negating that nano pretty much. So yeah, it's just gonna be Iskra just, you know, swinging onto Creaser right there. High noon being dropped from Swirling Crow. Don't know if that's gonna catch anything, just holding on to it, and yeah, just gonna cancel that one out. Richard with those sights, they're gonna have to watch their heads here. Iskra falling super duper low. Although Strohs finding a few more kills in the back line, trying to catch Hannah right here. And there's the high noon. Hannah can't peek this, they're gonna have to wait. That's gonna just be so painful. And now it's into overtime. And it's just stall territory at this point, trying to find any sort of picks here. Ditto on this Wrecking Ball. Gonna have to try to come up huge here. Creaser coming back on the line with the Shatter, and a nice Shatter. No one able to follow up though because of the grab. And yeah, it's just looking a little bleak if you're DB. Richard clicking heads right there at the very end. Onto Hannah right there. Still stall territory. And yet again, Ditto, the only one on the cart with Creaser coming back. And they might be able to build up this Rip Tire if their head doesn't get clicked in, but no one's able to touch. And they're going to be able to cap all three from Britney's. So what looked super winnable, and you know, full hold right there for DB just ended up turning into a 3-point snowball, which is yeah, what you would say in the industry, unlucky. So Yarbles, what do you think? What do you think really went wrong for DB right there?
Ready for battle.
Well, Strozel kept being able to get off angles on him, building up that dragon real quick. The dragon was what did him in twice.
Yeah.
Attackers incoming in 30
Strozel was a huge part in that. That was very, very impressive you know, dragon builds. I mean, he had them almost every fight, so I mean, if they can keep up that, this can very well be the final map in the series.
Looks like Britney's gonna go for a close hold, but with a May this time.
Yeah, this is what you would usually expect for a close hold. Maybe not the Ashe, maybe perhaps a Reaper, but still very, very brawly. Freeze a super cheese, and yeah, immediately getting frozen up. Ditto is, and yeah, that was pretty cheesy. They do lose one though, so that's gonna be a huge one. They might have to back up here. Ooh, Strozel clicking on heads right there, finding Hulk, and yeah, it's just Crow's gonna be traded out for Copper. So it's looking like it's straight back into spawn, and they already have a grab and shatter built up. Deer and Iskra, so the tank line's finding so much value. Deer is just getting so much value off of this Zarya here.
I'm telling you, I've seen that man build up a grab before he built up a shatter.
I mean, it's only been a minute and they already have grab. That's just crazy. Nice try, Richard, with that May wall attempt. And support ult's coming online for DB, so we'll see how they respond here. And a grab being thrown in. That is just so much shatter also being dropped. Deer catching two in the grab. And Richard able to pick off Ditto, getting them to that blizzard right there. So DB's just gonna run straight into a blizzard, into a bob, as well as a beat. You got the trade 1-for-1. Mercy for Strozel. That's funny. They can't push into that. Even Shatter receives it. Yeah, this is very pushable now. I mean, they only have 3 alive here. As well as the anti onto Deer. Yeah, that the full hold looks like it was finally broken. About 1:30 left on the time bank, though. So now Britiny has the tank ultimates coming online yet again. But Ditto with the graviton of their own already being popped. Shatter being traded out. And Strozel with the High Noon doesn't catch anything. And the grab being thrown in from Deer does catch Creaser right there. Nice anti from Ook, but it's just this wasn't enough. And the Creaser cancels Shatter. That is very unfortunate for Creaser right there. That's just the main tank experience right there.
30 seconds remaining.
Main tank experience is either every single CC just gets thrown at you, or you dominate. That's just how it is.
It's always one or the other.
It's never in between.
No.
Now a window being used to you know, be able to hold this corner, and Creaser immediately finding Iskra, not able to pop that Shatter, although Creaser does fall, you know, pay for their sins, and the Death Blossom from Hulk being popped, although the Blizzard does fall asleep from Ook. That is absolutely massive, so no follow-up onto this, and a nice nade as well, so no follow-up onto this Blizzard. That was absolutely massive. Could have turned the fight. Ook, yet again, coming up with clutch plays on the Ana. So, yeah, it's looking... Yeah, Chuck goes for the touch. The Deer following... I mean, Iskra falling right there. Shatter still, they can try to invest if they so please, but they don't opt to. And yeah, that is just an absolute massive Shatter from Creaser.
From a Reinhardt, man, it's always good when they line up for you.
For sure, for sure.
Throw a
I suck at Ryan.
I love it.
So I wouldn't know. I will say, like, even though DB is 2-0 down, I mean, they've been putting up a good fight, and I will say, like, Ook has just been absolutely massive on the support, just winning out team fights on her own from, like, anti-nades and sleeps and stuff, so...
Absolutely.
I mean,
every time.
Supports are popping off, but it's just looking like it's not enough to, you know, win out some of these maps. But, got a 1-for-1 trade. Richard getting traded out for Crow. Iskra still holding on to the Shatter. Does throw it onto Hulk. And a pin is gonna be catching Iskra right there. You know, Creaser able to finish him off. Grab being thrown in from Deer. And Hulk with another Death Blossom. Both on up super fast from the previous fight. I mean, it's still... pretty sloppy, scrappy fight here. It's a 2v3 on the point. I mean, I don't know how, but Britiny was able to win that one.
60 seconds remaining.
Now with about a minute left. It's just, you got a couple ults here for your DB. So could still be winnable, but you're just not gonna. Yeah, but I mean, you're just not gonna have a huge time bank if you're your DB, if you even cap and cap third as well. And a nice Blizzard onto Creaser. It's just catching him out with the Coalescence as well being popped. I mean, just every single ult in the book being thrown straight at DB. I mean, nothing really they can do. And I don't know if anyone can touch. And Creaser gets the Shatter canceled yet again. No one able to touch. And that is a 3-0 victory for Britiny.
Play of the game.
GG's coming out in the chat. Alright, this was a good play here. So they don't play map 4, right?
No, don't play map 4. Unless they want to.
Alright. Well, should we do MVPs first or interviews?
We'll go through the interviews first.
Okay. Let's ask around, you know, gather the content.
I don't know, who'd you like out of there? Who's chat like out of there?
Hmm?
Who'd you like out of there?
I mean, I can already tell you, like, who my 3 MVPs are, and it's not even close. I mean, just these 3 players have just popped off throughout the entire match just so consistently that it's just, I mean, to me it's pretty obvious who I should give them to, but which would be Deer, Strozel, and then Ook on support.
Yeah, I put Ook on support. I really wanted to see more of Chuck on tank.
Me too.
I love
I mean,
Chuck's Diva. Chuck's Diva is always great to watch. Cresser has some really good plays on his Rhine.
Yeah, for sure.
Like Cresser and Deer would be close, but Deer was just building those graphs so fast.
Yeah, those last 2 maps, I mean, the Graviton, you know, build time, insane, and not only that, but the value they were getting from those grabs was huge. I mean, he could have easily just thrown away so many of those grabs, not catching anyone or not being able to follow up on any of them.
Yeah.
But every single one of them was just big.
Yeah, they're huge. And yeah,
So it's looking like we got
Strozel on
Richard and
DPS.
D.
Tianda close for DPS. Tianda when he switched over to the Widow, clicking heads.
Yeah, I would have given it to Tienda, but I think Strozel played on every map,
Yeah.
and Tienda just didn't.
Yeah,
So,
and the team would have been able to capitalize a little more on Tienda.
yeah, it's just that little extra, you know, that pushes Strozel over the line for me. That in Blizzard World is nuts.
Alright, we're going to do DB for interviews first. We're going to bring Rappy and Hannah.
Okay. Let's invite them.
Here's Rappy.
Here's the boy.
Hello.
What's up, bud?
What's up, Rappy?
Not much.
Oops, not Hulk. Hannah.
There she is.
Waiting on her to join voice. Sorry for my doggies.
It's alright. Dogs are cool.
Alright.
Alright, I'm here. Woohoo!
Here.
Hello.
Hello!
So, I mean, just starting off the questions, I mean, what do you think was like the biggest issue for you guys in this series?
I think we had some indecision on our part, mostly because we were expecting the other team to be doing something, and then they wouldn't be doing it. So, yeah, little indecision.
Just threw you for a loop a little bit.
Yeah, and I think other problem is I don't think we just as a group didn't know what we wanted to do either. We just kind of was all over the place at some points, but you know we kind of pulled through and gave us good fights, so that's what matters.
Okay. Yarbos, you want the next question?
Yeah, you guys had a lot of good team fights. Hannah coming in there on Mercy, getting big reses off. I was into that.
I try.
You try. Hey, you had people right back up after they took him down.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, the reses and the plays y'all were having were huge, but I want to speak on the first map, because I mean that one looks so close for you guys. I mean, Busan, that first control point was super close. I mean, y'all were that close to being able to take that one to a third one. Do you think there's anything y'all could have done, I mean, differently, or y'all would have done differently?
Probably communicate our alts and target priority better, I think. That's
we were
probably...
having a lot of trouble with the Winston, and I don't think that we made the right switches to deal with it.
quick enough.
Yeah, quick enough. Spent a lot of time talking about it, but not actually doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about when you all decided to come back for that last little hold on the first point of Ivana there? That was great. Right at the last second y'all touched.
Yeah. I mean, I want to speak like in terms of like looking forward into the season. I mean, it was a great match for you guys. I mean, it was a lot closer than what the score indicated, and I think if anyone were to watch the match, that's what people would generally agree on. But I want to say, like, is there any team that you're really, really looking forward to facing off against?
I know. I don't really think about who I want to play against next. I just think about the next match. I just look at it and be like, okay, who's playing against, who they got, where they run, that sort of thing. That kind of goes to my mind more than who I want to play against the most.
I feel like there's certain players kind of on each team that I look forward to playing against. Like each team has like someone that stands out to me, but I don't really think of like the teams as a whole.
Yeah. But
you guys get to go against TBD next, the 29th.
That's fun.
Yeah,
That'll be fun.
Yeah. Any strats you want to leak? No, I'm kidding.
Oh yeah. Nothing but Torb. That's it. Nothing but Torb hammer.
You ready? Your
Nano the Torb hammer. That's all you need.
That's
you win.
all I'm saying. Just Nano Torb.
Think about it. It goes from 50 to 100 damage. That's a lot of damage.
Right.
And then
don't forget, you're
you
gonna have a mercy damage boost on it too.
And you don't forget, like you can add armor and spin that hammer faster too.
Yeah, this is a win-win. I don't
That's
see
a
a problem.
scary sight.
Yeah, and put on the turret for that extra damage.
But yeah, I just want to say, like, thank you guys for the interview, and, like, good luck on the future games. I mean, y'all look solid out there. You know, don't let this loss discourage y'all. Y'all played very, very excellent.
Yeah, I thought we played pretty well, considering. But wouldn't better we got the win, but, you know, wins are hard to come by some days.
Hey, y'all pushed Richard off the ball, so...
Yeah, you got bullied on Blizzard World.
Yeah, I wasn't letting him bully the back line.
I almost forgot about that when he rolled in the back and Ook slept him, and I was like, yes!
Yeah, don't let him bully you. Get him out of here.
That's the plan.
Cool, sounds good.
Yeah, thank you guys for joining us. It was
No
a
problem.
pleasure to talk to y'all.
No worries. My pleasure.
Yeah, good luck on the future games, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Alright. Thanks for casting.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
No problem.
Talk to you laters.
Alright, Deer and Richard coming in.
Richard.
Hello, hello.
What's good,
Hello. Oh, Deer's throwing. He's not in.
Yeah. He'll make it here eventually. It's fine.
There we go.
Hello.
What's up?
Hello, Deer.
What up?
Alright, first of all, I want to say I saw what you said in the match chat to me. You know what? After the match, I'll give you a victory smooch.
Oh,
Maybe a little peck on the
Champione.
lips.
One little victory, yes.
Thanks for
Yeah, I just
casting,
want-
guys.
Absolutely.
No problem.
A little bit of a rocky start, we got it.
Yeah.
But yeah, congrats on the win. It was a very, I mean, it was closer than what the score indicated, but it was still a very, very good 3-0 for you guys. So yeah, how'd y'all feel coming into this one?
Oh man. I mean, it was fine. Like we haven't scrimmed in a while, but we were all pretty positive about it. We were going in. We were confident. You know, we were gonna do good. Whatever happened, we were gonna have some fun, and that's all that matters.
Yeah, good mentalities helps so much. So much.
That's key.
But yeah, we just had fun. We said screw it, and we did like, I don't know, 3 quick play games, and that's the most practice we've had in a couple of weeks, to be honest.
I feel that.
As long as we can keep that going through all Britney's, we're solid, right?
Right.
Yeah. But yeah, we had a good match. Felt really good. We had some misplays and stuff, but no, I'm really satisfied with how we performed.
Yeah, I want to talk about Blizzard World because the Arbles brought this one up in the interview for DB.
Oh, Richard.
That was, yeah, that is just very unlucky. I saw all of the CC being thrown onto you on Valve. That's just the main tank experience.
Yeah, that was rough. But you know, it is what it is. Main tank's there to soak up some cooldowns.
True.
You took them all.
I took all of them, dude. Oh my god.
Yes.
I was so upset.
Yeah, I have one more question about Blizzard World actually. I mean, after you guys got held before the second checkpoint, and DB, you know, gets the first one, I mean, how are y'all able to, you know, get back into the flow of things and just clutch it up and not let them push it to the end?
We played double shield.
Yeah. Easy.
Yeah,
But
double shield Ash is it's really good, and the Reaper, he was trying to do some stuff, but we kept good track of him, I think, until he got on our Ash. But other than that,
yeah, you guys were watching him real well, and then you had Tien to pull out the Widow.
Yeah.
We thought
that dude is scary. He's gotten so much better.
Yeah,
Props
he
to
was hitting
Tien.
shots.
His McCree play of the game, holy cow.
Yeah, but
Yours?
a lot of
Sorry.
no, you get. I was gonna say a lot of what they did on defense was just stalling, so we were pretty confident going into their attack that we could make it work, since stalling doesn't work on attack as much. So.
It's true.
You got the next question, Yorbs?
How you guys feel moving forward? Who you guys play next?
I don't know.
I
You got
posted
Nano
it
Val
in
next.
Fire Hangout.
That
Hold
doesn't
on,
mean that
I got
anybody
this.
looked at it.
Cool. Honestly, we looked it up and it still doesn't mean anything to me because I don't know any of the names teams yet. So.
Oh, you got Nano Val next. You get to
You're
play
going up
against CB.
against us.
Oh, sick! Yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be a good one.
You want to tell them any strats?
Looking at the.
Yeah, leak some strats for me. I just want to know. Not kidding.
No, we're gonna TP Bastion just every map. Just get ready for it.
Don't even joke.
Sounds solid. We'll just run a Nano Torp Hammer with a Mercy.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's go. I'm with it.
We'll just
So
do
they
one
picked you up, CB?
I will. Okay, if you honor it, I will 1v1 Torb Hammer.
Oh no.
Oh, I'm about it. Let
Oh,
me
If
at
you
it.
respect
boy.
the Torb Hammer, I will
yeah,
let you cap
Yes.
a point if you win.
Get your team behind that, and you got a deal, sir.
Yes, I'm so down for it.
I am so about it.
Alright, everyone in Valk watching in chat, don't at me. We're gonna do this. I don't care if it's throwing.
Ooh, True already
No.
He said no dice.
You what you do is you do it on first point of control, and then whoever wins gets the first cap, and then you just reset from there.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's a no harm, no foul.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, congrats on your win, guys. That was very. I mean, that was pretty fun to see. Lots of good plays from you guys. I mean, Deer building up. You built up those grabs insanely quick, and I don't know how, because I suck at Zarya, so that to me that is impossible.
Yeah, you built
Those
up
all
grab in
fires,
almost
man.
under a minute.
Woo! Nice. Yeah, just land those all fires in their group, and it goes quick.
And then who knew Stro could play Hanzo?
Right? He popped off on that.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
He's usually a hit scan player too.
Yeah, those off angles were nasty. Built up Dragon Strike like in one team fight.
Right. He said, "I have dragons for whenever you're ready," and I'm sitting there at like 60%. I was like, okay, it'll be a second." They're all dead right now, so I don't know. But yeah.
Yeah. Thank you guys for the interview. I mean, this has been fun. I mean, we learned that, you know, Torb is gonna be a thing when we play. So interesting.
Yes.
Yeah. Congrats, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for casting.
Thanks,
really appreciate it.
Yeah.
See y'all later.
See you.
Later, y'all.
Alright, so MVPs. Who you go with?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sticking with my guns.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm sticking with my guns. I mean, you saw everything. You saw Stro popping off on the Hanzo as well as the Blizzard World as well. Just some nice plays there. And then Deer with the insane graph build-up time on the last two maps.
Yep.
And then Ook constantly, every time they were in, just finding value out of those, you know, nades and sleeps and all the cooldowns, and even the nanos on the creaser, saving him a couple times.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, nice.
Yeah, so we'll go with that.
Going with that? Alright.
Deer, Stro, and Ook.
Fine with me.
Good to me.
Yeah, so thank you guys for coming out. This has been CB and Yarbles. For your fire tier, this has been Britney's Beers versus Dragon's Bite. 3-0 for Britney's. Very fun one to cast. So thank you all for watching on Twitch. Shout out to the chat. And we'll catch you on the next broadcast.